Anglers Extra!
The Anglers and the Hyannis Harbor Hawks start up at 7 p.m. here at McKeon Park. But first, now time for our catch of the day. It's relief pitcher Ken Monteith out of Winthrop. Ken, welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me.
So, Ken, first of all, you're a Jersey boy. You know I'm a Jersey boy too, right?
Yeah.
How do you end up at Winthrop?
Well, I went down south for a couple of camps, and I went to Select Fest, which is a big Northeast showcase, and Winthrop was there, and they were the first school that basically heavily recruited me, also with Coastal Carolina. And it's basically those two schools that came down to it, and I kind of went where the best baseball was at the time, and Winthrop was the best choice for me.
And then from there, you end up here in Chatham. When did you find out you were coming to the Anglers?
I found out in the fall. It was like part of my dream, obviously to become a Major League Baseball player, but to also play in the Cape League. And I found out I was coming to Chatham, a really historic team, and kind of put my dream out there, helped me out.
And you're here up in the Cape Cod Baseball League. A sort of a rocky start, but then things have really settled down for you. Have there been any changes in your game that can attribute to that?
Well, I talked with Ryan a little bit at one of my relief appearances at Harwich, and he told me to stay back on every pitch and follow through a lot, and that helped me a lot. And I feel like I'm going to be able to prove myself right now.
Yeah, and you've had a couple of nice appearances at Harwich. Is there a difference between pitching at home and on the road?
I kind of feel like on the road it's more of a relief because nobody knows you, but at home they're cheering for you, and one bad thing can happen, and they're like on your back. So I feel like pitching on the road is a lot more relief for me.
You had one very good performance at Harwich, and then you're asked to be in a similar situation again just days later. Did you feel like it was deja vu at all?
A little bit, but it also gives me a lot of confidence from Coach Schiff and Ryan to put me on the mound in that kind of situation again. I feel like I did very well that time, so it was a good thing.
What's it like for a pitcher, though, to face a lineup for a second time? Now these hitters have faced you already, and then they're going up against you again. Where's the advantage at?
I really don't think there is any advantage. I mean, it's just baseball. Anything can happen at any certain time. So I just go out there and throw what the catcher calls, and hopefully it works out.
You're a bullpen guy, so you're in the bullpen for the majority of the game. What's the atmosphere like there?
Oh, at our home park, there's a lot of people come up and ask for autographs and all that kind of stuff. But we have Coach Slosh who tells us no autographs until after the game and that kind of stuff. But, I mean, it's a fun atmosphere. I'm mainly a starter, but I've changed into a reliever and accepting that role pretty well.
How has that transition gone for you? What changes have you had to make?
Getting my arm loose basically throughout the game, every couple of innings, but also being ready when my name's called, that kind of thing.
Let's go back to this bullpen talk, though. You said Alex Schlossberg, who's the bullpen coach. Does he have to kind of be the bad guy and tell some of the kids, hey, you got to see these guys after the game?
Yeah, he keeps us in check, but, I mean, Ryan kind of gets on him a little bit, but he knows he's still one of the coaches, and we have to respect him out there. So that's a good thing for him, too.
Is there ever a time when you're able to hang out in the dugout, or is it mostly in the bullpen during the games?
It's mostly in the bullpen, but when I'm in the dugout, it's a good time. But I like the bullpen better.
Yeah. Why is that?
I mean, you can play games in the bullpen, just coaches can't find out, but you always want to kind of keep it quiet.
What's the difference between being in the dugout then and in the bullpen? I mean, a different set of guys. Is there a riff at all sometimes between the two? Any rivalry between, say, the bullpen guys and the starters or the hitters?
A little bit. I mean, starters always say they have to do their job first, and hopefully the bullpen can knock up any of their runs. So as a bullpen guy, you're almost trying to help out the starters, not get mad at them, that kind of thing. So that's a big thing.
Is there a different kind of pressure then? Because, like you said, you're mostly a starting pitcher, but then you come here to Chatham and you're out of a relief role. If a guy like Logan Verrett goes 6 or 7 strong innings, do you feel like you owe it to him to kind of finish it out for him?
Oh, yeah, you always want to give him the best start he can. I mean, he's doing a big thing for the team by going out there and giving him a quality start, and you always want to give a quality appearance at the same time.
Let's go back to now your days in New Jersey. You faced a guy in high school by the name of Anthony Renato. He's out here right now pitching for Brewster. He's in a situation where he was the 39th pick out of the draft, and he's kind of pitching for money. But you pitched against him way back in the day. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I pitched against him my freshman year in high school, and ironically enough, he hit a home run off of me in the first inning. And I didn't give up any runs, and he didn't give up any runs since then. And we lost 4-0, but he went to LSU, and I've been tracking him ever since. So, I mean, he's a very good pitcher, and hopefully he'll be in the big leagues one day.
Did you anticipate it back then that you guys would both be here on the Cape League?
Oh, no, I had no idea. I know he was a big-name guy in high school, but I never thought I'd be here in the Cape.
What's the New Jersey high school sports experience like? Because you played basketball, right, as well?
Yeah, I played basketball. Basketball is amazing in New Jersey. I mean, they're the top three of the top 5 teams in the country come out of New Jersey every year in basketball. And then you also got guys like Denhart. He went to Don Bosco, and they were #1 in the country my senior year. So I guess all sports in New Jersey are very competitive.
Those basketball programs, talking about St. Patrick's, right, St. Anthony's, and St. Benedict's. So you're facing guys sometimes that are going to make it to the NBA. Did you face any NBA players back then?
They're not in the NBA right now, but I know guys like Corey Fisher at Villanova, and there's a kid coming up named Kyrie Irving. He's going to go to Duke, and he's supposed to go pro after 1 year. So it'd be cool. Like, I guess I guarded them. I guess you could say I tried to, but I mean, it's cool going up against those guys.
How do you make the decision then to go to baseball?
It's tough. I mean, I love basketball and I love baseball, but I'm better at baseball, and it's a more fun atmosphere. It's a lot more laid back, and it's competitive, but at the same time, you can have fun.
Now looking forward to your next college season at Winthrop. What are your goals this summer going into next season?
I want to get stronger physically, and both mentally and physically, and I want to strengthen my arm and hopefully go back and be the Friday night guy for Winthrop University.
So when you say strengthen your arm, what do you do? Do you work with our strength coach?
Oh, yeah, a little bit, and then I do long toss, and I'm starting to do band work with Derek Self, and that's helped me a lot.
Can you explain what band work is to all the fans out there?
It's probably 10 sets of band work with both hands, using the bands, and I mean, it burns, but you know it's for the better, that kind of thing.
What do? You go against the wall, and you can show me a little bit because this is on video too. Go ahead. You got to describe it though, because it's also on the radio.
You do, I guess you do this. There's 2 sets of this, and then you go the other way, and then you do swim moves, and then you do this. I mean, it burns, but at the same time, you know you're getting better and your arm's getting stronger.
And that will improve your velocity? Is that what you're looking for?
Yeah, velocity as well as stamina on the mound, and that's a big thing.
And what about the pitches you throw?
Well, right now I'm mainly a fastball, curveball, changeup guy, and I'm working on a slider, and I'm sure that'll come, but I'm trying to stick to all 3 pitches and locate them as best as I can.
Ken Monteith from Winthrop, thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
He's Ken Monteith. I'm Scott Braun on the Catch of the Day on the Cape Cod Baseball Network.
Go Anglers!